Vlog, welcome to another week in my life. I started filming this vlog a little late because there's been so much going on. I have deadlines for work for like long videos that have to be edited on my computer, so I've just been going crazy. I don't have time for anything extra, and then on top of that, I had a video go viral on TikTok, so I've been trying to like keep that going and responding to everyone and make new content. And yeah, there's a lot going on. Lo's birthday party is this weekend, so I need to go and I already have the goodie bags for her party, but I need to go get stuff to stuff it because it's always so much more expensive when I buy things off Amazon. So I'm gonna go look at the Dollar Tree and see if there's anything I can get there, and then I can just add stuff from other places if they don't have everything I want. Well, never mind, we're not going to Dollar Tree because guess what? I typed it in on the GPS and it wouldn't load for a while, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go. But then it finally loaded and it was like red as fuck and then yellow on the other lane, and it said it was gonna take 22 minutes to get there. Mind you, this is the city, the town that's right off base. There's no fucking way it takes 22 minutes to get there. I'm like, no, I've had this happen to me before where I go to run errands and I get fucking stuck and I'm almost late to picking up the kids. So I'm just gonna have to wait till Skylar gets home. He can watch the kids and I could go by myself. I hate taking the kids to places like this for errands like this because they're gonna be like, I want this, I want that. They're gonna have an input and like, I just need to get it done. So no to fucking going to Dollar Tree right now. I'm gonna stay my ass home because I have to pick up the kids in like an hour anyway. That's what sucks about living on this base specifically, because there's no way like just off base and then like into town. You have to get onto the fucking freeway. And if you try to go around like the freeway, it's like all like back roads and they're all gonna be packed because everyone's trying to do the same thing. So you're stuck. But then like the Target and Walmart aren't that close. Target is off the freeway, but not like right next to you. And Walmart is not off the freeway at all. So Walmart takes like 30 fucking minutes to get there with normal traffic. Trigger warning, I am weighing my food because I want to stay on track with my health goals. And like, this is not healthy food at all. It's just like extra hot Cheetos as a snack. But I don't want to deprive myself, so I'm back to weighing my food. This is 2 servings, which is about what, like, I don't know, 300 and something calories, which is a big snack, and I add lemon juice and that's it. And then I probably won't be hungry until dinner time. I'm not doing that on purpose. But since I am eating kind of junky foods, I don't mind not being that hungry after having a snack like this. Okay, pues, this is what it looks like. This is my little snack. I have my water. I'm just at my desk about to work, and I will see you in a bit. Hi, what do you know? It's already time to pick up the little kids. But I did edit half that video because that video is about 30 minutes long and I got through about 15 of the minutes. I've already done a bunch of edits to it, but now I'm actually cutting out all the ums and the pauses and trying to make everything blend together. You know what I'm not prepared for? For my daughter to cuss me because I didn't get the stuff for her goodie bags. And when I say cuss me, I don't mean my kids actually like cuss at me, but I say that that's like my little lingo for whenever a child has an attitude, and like my kids would be like, what, you didn't do that? And I'll be like, woo, cussing. And I'm like, you're cussing at me. And they're like, I'm not cussing you. So I just say these funny things, and my kids really don't act like that towards me, but you know. I'm here at the school now, and I got here in time to see 2 empty parking spots. This is a small parking lot that I park in, and I usually get here with at least 1 to 2 spots open for me. Sometimes I have to park really fucking far and it pisses me off, but I made it in time if I leave by like 2:30ish, right? So I get here, I see the 2 spots. Some guy's like exiting, so I'm like, okay, I move over so he can exit, but then he's like going on my side of the street basically. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Then I realize he's fucking backing into his parking spot. Like, of course it's a pickup truck. Like, I don't have problems with people backing into their parking spots. I do in certain circumstances, like if there's someone who's gonna be behind you and you take up their spot, like in the front of the parking spot for them because you just had to back in or whatever. Like, there's certain things like that. And when people blind me with their fucking lights because they backed into their spot and I was a normal person and just pulled in, that's happened before, and I literally couldn't leave because they were completely blinding my mirror and my camera, and I had to like get out and like wave them off. But he was taking his sweet old fucking time, and the way it was, he looked like he was leaving the parking lot, so he was completely fucking blocking me from getting into the parking lot so I could get to the only other empty spot. And now there's an entrance on the other side of the parking lot, and I would have been fucking livid if while he was taking his sweet old time, someone just swooped in and took my spot that I was here on time for. He was taking his sweet old fucking time, backing into a spot when, one, it's not that fucking serious. Just pull in, get your kid and go. Like it was his personal garage. Because I understand, I back into my garage because it is easier for me to see with my backup camera. So, and then I could also see like the space in my rear view mirrors, like how much I have, so I don't hit anything. Because one time I pulled into my garage and I did hit a little something on my car. But this is not your personal parking garage. Like I have enough time to back into my garage and not block anyone. Like no. And then I know it's not like easier because you use your camera. He has an old like pickup truck, and I just know he just doesn't have a backup camera. Doesn't matter, he can do what he wants. But I was fucking annoyed because like, one, he took one of my good spots. Two, just completely had to fucking wait here and hope someone didn't swoop in. I was watching too. I'm like, fuck, dude, because it's happened to me before. I've gone to the other parking lot and I was about to like put my car in park, and then I saw someone leave, so I came over quickly to get my spot, and then someone fucking took it, and I was like, fuck you. I went back over there. As soon as I gave up, someone left again, and I was like, you know what, they're playing with me because they know I park there. Like, I'm consistent. A lot of people have their routines and then they want to switch up like where they park or how they pick up their kids. No, this is how I consistently pick up my kids. And now you're gonna take my unofficial spot? Does PTO secretary mean nothing to you? All right, I'm finally at Dollar Tree. It's the next day. I don't feel well. I have a lot of work to do. I stayed up working last night and I just didn't end up going out because it's so dangerous with these conditions, but I have to get everything today because we're going to Bluey'S big play tomorrow, and that's all the way in Seattle, and I will not have time to shop. So Skylar already got the cake, the cupcakes. I got some decorations in the mail yesterday, and I just need to go into Dollar Tree and like get candy and maybe little things to add to their goodie bags. But like my kids, I mean, they get excited for like an hour with the stuff in their goodie bags, like the toys, but they mostly like use up the candy. So I'm gonna get some candy for all that and try and get home, work, because my boss just sent me something that is like very important to post because it's like a good law going into effect for people in New Jersey, and we service people in New Jersey. So I'm just like, I can't do this right now. I didn't tell her that, but I should have done it right away, but I couldn't because there's a 3-hour time difference, and like I should post immediately with the Philly stuff, but I don't have time. Like I won't be able to be at Dollar Tree and get everything I need before picking up the kids if I didn't leave now. So let's go in there, and then I'll come back and just like literally sit in my car and post what I need to post. This is what I hate about this location is there's like no sidewalk area, so it's like you try and scoot past, and sometimes there's people just like camping out here. Okay, I was telling my kids about these before. I think these are what? Poof. Oh, balloons. Never mind. I thought these were the stink bombs because I saw like this. Remember the stink bombs you could get at like comic book stores? I don't really remember what the room has in it. I know maybe there's tables, so I'm just gonna get some tablecloths just in case so it doesn't look bare in there. I know we have at least one like decorative one. Okay, and then we'll do one purple. And if we don't actually need these, I don't mind because obviously they're only like $1, and the kids actually use these. Like whenever Skylar does projects with them, he puts these out and uses them more than once. I'm at Walmart right now, and sometimes I wish I lived closer to Walmart because I went to Dollar Tree for all that candy and it came up to like $29 for everything I got. But look, a 20 pack for $3.94. Now it's for Valentine's Day, but I think I'm gonna get this now. I don't know. I'm debating. Yeah, I think I'll just get this because who cares if it's Valentine's? It's candy. Okay, now we're talking because we have all these things that are not candy to stuff the birthday stuff with. I don't know what are these erasers? Oh, crayon boxes. Not gonna do that. But like they have gel pens. Ooh, I'll probably do gel pens. Little slinkies, and they're not all just specific to Valentine's Day. Like I could do these. They're just cute hearts. Realistically, I'd want to get these squishies because they're so cute, and I know all the kids love them. But $6.37 for 4, when you have to invite the whole fucking class of like 25 kids, that's not gonna work out. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind inviting the whole class. I love doing that so no one feels left out. But the problem is here in Washington, it's freezing cold, and our housing here sucks. So we don't have a big enough house to like throw a party there, and we don't have community centers. And there's one that you can rent out, but it has just like a playground outside. And like I said, it's freezing cold, it's raining, so it's not like we're gonna get a jumper there. So it's like you have to pay for something like bowling plus all the goodie bags. And this is how you know they don't really do piñatas here, because of the weather. There's no like just park parties. This is all they have. There's only one left and only one spot for this candy. I have to just get this. Like I was saying in there, I kind of wish I lived closer to Walmart, and I feel like I never say that because we're usually right next to Walmart and Target is always far. But one, Target's expensive, and when it comes to birthday parties, they never have shit. They always just have like the little like half an aisle thing, and it's always the same like party stuff from like 6 years ago when I was throwing the kids' parties, and I just would have to make do. But I went to Dollar Tree because I'm like, oh yeah, like cheaper, and sometimes they have like cuter stuff that you can add that's different that not everyone has. And they did, but it is more expensive because they'll have like packs of 8 or packs of 4. So you have to like buy a bunch, and you're like, wait a minute, I could have spent $4 or $5 at Walmart for the same amount of stuff. Because like all the stuff I got from Dollar Tree, I'll show you when I get home and I have time, but came out to $29, right? I went to Walmart with my little Target bag, and I got the little Sour Patch things, which, what does it say? 20 bags. Oh yeah, 20 bags in this, 20 bags in this. And these really did come out to like that price of like $3.90 something or $4.90 something. And then I got this big bag. I was talking shit, but then I went to the other aisle and they had more of these. I think for like $10. And then what else? Oh yeah. And then like 2 of these bubble packs. And my total came out to $24. So I feel like I got the same amount of like candy for about the same price or even cheaper. I know I did get things that weren't gonna go in the goodie bags, but I'm like, it's not that much cheaper. The only thing is like Dollar Tree is closer, so I would have saved gas strictly staying at Dollar Tree, but they're out of things, and people were like, why are your shelves so empty? And the employee was like, well, the winter, like the snow is preventing all the trucks. Why is this girl just like pushing it through? Okay, girl. She's like pushing through my car with her cart, like trying to get over the sidewalk when you can't just go around. I don't know. But I feel like she didn't realize someone was in this car, and she was probably going to just leave it right here in between these cars. Anyway, the guy was like, yeah, the snow is stopping like all the truckers from being able to deliver their load. So get what you can get. And I'm like, damn, because we don't even have snow. We just have rain and like warnings of black ice when it's early in the morning. So I'm glad I still got some things from there, because it always happens where I'm like, no. And then I have to go back like a few hours before the party and just like grab shit and spend way more money. So, okay, about $50 for about 25 kids. That's not too bad. That's like $2 a kid. But it's just like, oh my God, I miss living in Hawaii. Sometimes, actually, I complain about Hawaii a lot, but I enjoyed where you could be like, okay, at least it might be sunny for the party. I've had instances where it's like sunny for the kids' parties, but it rains because it just like decides to rain randomly throughout the year because it's tropical weather. So that did suck, but you could expect to like get something out of your parties that you would host at the community center with like a kitchen and everything for the kids to like play in. And then they had the water area that was right outside the community center, like the little splash pad. They had the full playground that was right outside the community center. And then we would rent jumpers, the bouncy house, and I rented like a cotton candy machine and snow cone machine. The only thing that sucks about that is that like you have scragglers, that's the word, scragglers, whose parents don't watch them, who are just like at the park, which is kind of a ways down, but it's still like close to the community center, who will just walk up and like try to be a part of the party. And of course, when the parent comes and like we have extra stuff, I'm like, oh, do they want a goodie bag? Do they want a cupcake or whatever? But I was just raised to like do your own thing. Like growing up, especially in like Lakewood, Long Beach area in California, my family would always have birthday parties there, and you'd go to the park and there'd be like 10 other families having birthday parties there with their own jumpers. So, you know, just stay with your group. Like that's it. It's even if we were there with just our Thea, like going to hang out at the park and we were at a party, we don't go to the party. And I feel like people aren't teaching their kids that these days. And then there's like a discussion online on TikTok where it's like, why don't you let that baby join in? Or like whatever, people were talking shit about a mom who like let her kid fucking just join in and crash a party. And it's like, yeah, it's innocent, but you still need to teach your kids these things. And then it was just weird to me that this person was like maybe like a millennial and she wasn't taught these things, that it's like rude to like impose. Of course, if someone invites you, then yeah, but like don't just make it a thing like it's not a big deal. People spend money on these things. Like people don't know your kids. I mean, you never know, right? So I don't know. I was raised differently. I wasn't raised the best, but like we still had those little things within us. Like it's not like I grew up with a small family and it's just us. No, like I grew up with a big family, but we all knew how to like be a village, stick to our village, and respect other people. Every time I'm vlogging, I go on a tangent. All that to say, and then I always say all that to say, all that to say, sometimes I really do fucking miss living in places like Hawaii or California, because California, like I said, parks, people stick to their own party. You can expect to like at least have one sunny day where the kids can be on the jumper, and you pay for like the rental. Sure, you pay for like the reservation at the park, which is not big. And then the money goes to like the food and the goodies. Or like the piñata, like that is so much cheaper than goodie bags, because you know it's like you get what you fucking get from the piñata. But here it's like $350 for the bowling alley thing, and it's not even a fancy bowling alley, it's just like on base. $350 for that, and then you know the goodie bags, and then the cake and all these extra things, and you're just like, damn, I'm paying like $1,000 for a fucking party that they might even complain about. I'm over here talking shit about how people raise their kids, and then I got kids that'll be like, well, you didn't get me 10 presents like you did last year. And I'm like, that's because I spent a lot more money on your party, because you wanted a party. When you don't get a party, you get a shit ton of gifts. When you get a party, that money just doesn't magically appear out of nowhere. You're getting less gifts because the money has to go to the party. Except for like, well, we're in Hawaii and stuff like that, and things were cheaper for parties. Oh look, I'm in my car again because it's already time to pick up the kids. I went and did the shopping, drove home. I had like an hour between the time I got home to the time it was time to leave to get the kids from school. So I sat my ass on the couch and I just went at it on my phone, like made the little post in Canva, looked at the website for the facts I needed, you know, did the whole thing that I had to do. I finally fucking posted it. And then I had like 3 minutes till it was time to leave. So that shit took me an hour. That's the thing. It's like, it looks like I don't do anything, but like one little Canva post just on one platform, because I wasn't able to put it into HubSpot to make sure it went out on other platforms, because I wanted it to slide a perfect way. And sometimes sometimes HubSpot doesn't allow me to like do it the way I want to. So I made sure it at least went up on Instagram, and it's still already what, like 5 o'clock in Philadelphia right now. That's what fucking sucks. So like it took me an hour. Those little things you see online, like the little infographics and stuff, you're like, oh, easy. It took me an hour to do that for my phone. And that's supposed to be like ample work time, or like I was supposed to have lunch. No, I had a few fucking cherry or grape tomatoes. I took a few sips of some like canned minestrone, and I had to fucking run out. So, you know, it's a Dr. Pepper day. I feel like all my vlogs are just me sitting in the car. That's what happens when you do your own nails. They lift a lot sooner than when you pay big bucks for them. But all the videos are me just sitting in my fucking car, like waiting to pick up the kids from school, or like running errands. I'm so tired of the color gray. See why I hate the color gray? Because outside it's gray, and inside my car it's gray, and this car doesn't have a sunroof, but even if it did, or a moonroof, whatever the fuck they're calling them, even if it did, it would be gray. Also because I have a sweating problem, so if I wore a gray t-shirt, it would just be like a black sweat mark. But it is a fucking Dr. Pepper day because I have not eaten. Actually, I ate breakfast. I had like 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt, which was really nasty, but I'm eating it because Skylar went out of his way to get it for me when he was grocery shopping, and I didn't know what brand to tell him. And some granola, like protein granola. Coffee, but it was only like 6 ounces of coffee because I accidentally pressed the 8-ounce one, but I forgot to refill the water. So I was like, oh fuck it, I don't have time. Yeah, but when you have coffee, it's the creamer that's all the calories. This is only 150 calories, but I know it's all sugar. For me, why I justify my coffee versus this is because it'll make me poop after. Like, it has the caffeine, yes, it's all sugar, so is this, but then it makes me poop. But this doesn't really make me poop. But I fucking needed this because I'm like, oh my god, I need something in my stomach. on my way out. So I had a little bit of that minestrone, and this will make it feel like I have something. Of course, it's way later. It's like nighttime, but I'm gonna show you what I ended up getting. I got these little glow sticks. Obviously, I got the table covers, some Moorhead candies, like taffy candy, blow pops. These were cute. They're like little like kissy face lollipops. I got like multiples of everything. And then the piñata candy I got from Walmart, and the other stuff I showed you when I was at the Walmart, in the Walmart parking lot. And this is what the goodie bags look like. She loves Demon Slayer and Nezuko. So that's this. This isn't filled up all the way, but yeah. I'm trying to fill them because I'm like, fuck, it's so expensive. But you don't want to just give them like 3 things. I'm having a really hard time getting dressed for this play we're going to because I'm fat right now. Well, not fat, but like for my body type, I'm heavier than normal and nothing fits right. Like I have a cuter, more form-fitting white button down, but it doesn't fucking fit right now. This is stupid. This is an extra small, but it's like baggy, so you can't really like layer it or it looks stupid. None of my jeans fit me. Love that. I just came up with this because I'm tired of nothing fitting. I just feel like it makes me look hefty. That's what I hate about this cold weather, is like everything is just hefty clothing. Well, I scrapped that outfit. I took the sweater off. It was just so bulky and made me feel uncomfortable. And then I realized I'm gonna have to wear a jacket anyway. So I kept the button up, I tucked it in, and then I just put my jacket over it. And then I threw some little short boots on, booty boots under my jeans, and called it a day. So I was getting dressed. I don't know if I mentioned it, but where are we going, guys?
Bluey's play.
So they're doing Bluey's big play, and they have it in Seattle. My dad and stepmom got us tickets for Christmas, and we just waited until today because it wasn't in town sooner. He wanted us to do like Disney on Ice, but they weren't going to be in town. So we found Bluey's big play, and I saw online that people really enjoyed it. So they surprised the kids with that for Christmas. And then tomorrow, Sissy has her birthday party. So that's why it's a stressful, busy weekend. Thank you, babe.
I never answer to no, man, I still go, 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 go.
Mom, Peter's copying me.
It's okay. She can copy you if she wants.
The gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game,
I completely forgot to end the vlog, but it was very hectic after Lo's birthday party. A lot has been going on, and I'm currently trying to upload all the clips so I can edit this vlog. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more vlogs.